Shall we?
Hitting the far west with some bells and some cowboys.
Ye, and I cannot stress this enough.
Oh. February 23rd, 9:34 a.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby number 2.
How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there's still a lot of gray areas.
Alright, the whole thing is one big gray area.
It's a parking lot. Of course it is. Don't worry about me. No matter what the outcome, I'm ready to accept my fate.
I believe in you, sis.
Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes? A defense attorney should never believe their client. The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Miss Sky, you remind me a lot of Mia. But there's one decisive difference between you and her. And that is, you're not a defense attorney. What the fuck do you know? You don't know shit!
Oh, that's where it was going with. Okay.
Nice. Yeah. See, but that's the other bit too, is just like, whatever your Edgeworth guilt brain might think or whatever, it's like, don't perjure yourself either, asshole. Right? Don't say that I did it in a case where I didn't because I believe that I deserve it for something that happened in my childhood.
You idiot.
Don't fucking perjure yourself. How about that? Good luck, Mr. Wright.
You're gonna need it.
You know what? She made it to DA. Somehow. So she might know a thing or two, but nothing about defense. My first trial without a Fae helping me. No one's gonna bail me out this time. I'll be alone in there. So I have to discover the truth all by myself.
Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way.
No Psy the ghost to tell me where to put my pieces. Where did he go? If you fought somebody in a fighting game, if you fought somebody in Street Fighter and then like fought them again on another day and they were unstoppable, like Evo level good, and then again after that and they were terrible, would your first instinct be there's a ghost inside them that's controlling how they play?
That's not where I would go.
When you were picking out a rival, would you look at them and go, there's two people inside?
I can tell. No, that's not where my brain would go, honestly.
Damn. I don't want to fight you. I want to fight the other you.
Yeah.
February 23rd, 10 a.m. District Courtroom number 9. Edgeworth, back on the other side.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Oh, yeah. I mean, Yugi's hair literally changes, right? And his voice changes.
His expression, a bit his voice.
Does everyone know that, like, he's a different person when he starts popping off? Or does the world kind of not know the difference?
I think at first they don't know. They're just like, yo, what the hell? Change of mood type of thing?
Yeah. Sometimes they do? Okay. He gets taller too? Yeah. I always wondered about that. I was like, yeah, do they know? Yeah. Alright.
The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor.
It's odd because, like, when the camera switches, we're looking from the perspective of them looking towards the bench, but Phoenix was originally on the right side when you see the first screenshot of the courtroom.
Oh.
This is flipped.
Okay.
Edgeworth. Yeah, we're seeing the judge's POV. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since his trial.
I want to have a metal detector to pass over Phoenix Wright. I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright.
What do you got in that bag of yours, in that suitcase, Edgeworth? Oh, you know, a dowsing rod, a metal detector, a little x-ray. You never know what you're going to need in the middle of a case.
I've learned from the last case, Wright.
Personal feelings.
I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say.
A parrot missile.
The judgment to be made here is on our hands, not those of anyone else. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
All right, 1 second.
What's in your pockets?
Goodman's ID, found at the crime scene. Had a little picture of him, looking dapper in white, with the polka dots on the tie.
The tie is too fluffy.
Yeah, but if you're going with that type of hat, right? If you're going with the, is it a trilby?
Jeez.
If you're going with the trilby,
I'm not very good with hat nomenclature.
then, you know, you might as well commit.
Trilby, fedora, fez, I don't know.
Not a fez. Fez is pretty obvious. Right. The King of Iron Prosecutors Tournament. Damaged, broken on the day of the murder. And on the bottom of it was a plaque.
Karma. 6 times. Hey, check it out. There's a metal plate here.
Yeah. Right. There you go. Forget Big 3, it's just Big Me.
Bars.
Behind them is where you are. Yes. The hypothetical murder weapon that exists in our brains, which I guess we'll be able to present as hypothetical evidence. The prosecutor's office lot parking stub for Miles Edgeworth at 5:12.
3 minutes before the murder.
Qualified immunity, Blue Badger Chan. The autopsy report died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m.
Oh.
Within an hour and a half. Okay, so up to 5:30.
Did we check that?
I don't think so. Bruce Goodman, 36 male, February 21st, between 4 and 5:30. Loss of blood from chest wound. Wound was caused by a 4.5-inch knife. Single stab found.
Between 4 p.m. and 5:30.
Yes.
First mention of that. Okay.
5:12 being when the car pulled up. So, could have been killed earlier and dropped in the car. That's a big range.
Yeah.
Memo in the car trunk, 675 12-2.
67S.
Excuse me. Yes.
Mathematics.
Lana's phone. When calling it, it rang Emma.
3 minutes after the murder. Presumably.
6 minutes. No. Well,
12, the car was parked. 15, the murder happened. 18, the call had occurred. Right? Wasn't it like at 5:15? The first time that we heard? Even though here it says between 4 and 5:30?
did they? Okay, that I don't remember 5:15. So, yeah, I don't remember that detail.
Unless I'm misremembering, I think it was 5:15.
Okay. But those are the pieces. Wound on her right hand. Right. Got his dumb shield. Wound on her right hand.
Cough-up queen.
Witness. Yeehaw. Hanging out in Deadwood. At the whorehouse with Swearinger. And... yeah.
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening
Tripped
statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Laniska has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot. Wow, he's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life.
Jesus.
Damn. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness. Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
That's...
The prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Starr, to the stand.
the cough-up queen.
Haven't I seen you somewhere?
Have you?
You ordered the caviar lunch, right?
She's been bringing the lunches to the judge.
Yo.
It's the Uber Eats he was waiting on. She's responsible for so many innocents getting declared guilty.
So that he doesn't work with an empty stomach.
Oh, god damn it. You gotta bring the judge his food earlier. Shit.
Ho ho, caviar. I've never eaten caviar before.
Dude, he's actually into the food thing.
Of course. Oh my god.
The judge is really wolfing it now.
Right there and then?
The real statistic about lunchtime convictions. That's crazy. Like, that was a joke, and we're really doing it now.
There's more? Ah, and for you, I have a fiesta bowl.
Thanks.
Everybody's eating good. How can you hate her?
Itadakimasu.
Will the witness state her name and profession? Ah, and you, sir?
Plain.
Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox?
With a little bit of sesame.
It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste? So this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts.
And all of a sudden, the judge is you.
What? Hey, I would pick the right time to eat. I would wait until, like, after the conviction and the sentence has been pronounced, you know?
All right, Your Honor, before you read out your sentencing to convict me, I brought you a tasty little foil.
Oh,
right?
What's in there?
One of the foils with the home cooked, you know the one, right?
You know it's always good.
You hear the sound of the foil
always
back,
hot fire in there.
And you can see the steam on top.
Oh my god. Yeah, you know that shit is
the home foil plate, and it's got the steam on top.
That's a buff.
You don't know what's in there.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. If there's the foil on top, foil on foil, yo, that's meat, man.
Ain't nobody getting found guilty.
Yo.
What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like?
Name, profession, now. Me? The name is Angel Starr. Don't go forgetting it.
That's not your God-given. What's your government?
I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth? Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating.
Hurry it up.
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime.
Yo, she laced it.
Oh, I'm feeling all huggy-buggy.
Put some fucking...
Oh, some good
GHB
food
in there.
you got there.
Put a little special K, you know?
Well, I call for a recess.
How about some Molly rice for the judge?
Oh, shit.
Right, just make him nice and amenable.
I got my test kit right here. Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional. What exactly does that mean? Until 2 years ago, Mrs. Angel Starr was a special investigator with the police.
What?
She was a first-rate homicide detective. What? Miss Starr was a detective? I know who you are. Cough up. Cough up Queen Angel Starr, Your Honor. Long time no see. Very well. You may continue with the description, Mrs. Starr.
Oh boy. Just who is this lady?
If I might have the court's attention over here.
I knew she was trouble from the moment she walked into my office. And by that I mean her office. She walked into her own office. She was trouble. She was also the detective and the dame at the same time. It was nothing but trouble everywhere. Wow. Okay.
The parking lot of the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients.
She knows it well.
A chain divider separates the 2 blocks. I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutor's space, right? Yes? The crime took place by a car in the back of A block, in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out.
Do we have the knife?
Guess someone has it.
Sounds like we have the knife.
Unfortunately for her, there was a witness, and an arrest was made on the spot. And who was this valiant witness? Why, it was me, Your Honor.
Parking lot floor plans added to the court record.
Parking lot with Edgeworth's car. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime? Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor. It seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright?
I can't agree on principle, Your Honor.
It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining? If you can, then give them your worst, Mrs. Starr.
Unbiased!
What the?
Completely neutral.
Objection, Your Honor, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
What?
Wait. Are they talking about me? She
about
fed him.
Cooked.
She fed him.
It's kind of cheating.
That's
It's
crazy.
cheating for no reason. What do you have to gain in this? Like, ugh.
Witness testimony.
Witness's account.
Ah.
Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. When I sensed something, perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work.
Why did she stop being a prosecutor and become the lunch lady? What was the reason? Why the career change? Why continue working at the place that you used to work? Questions.
Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car.
Wow.
The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest.
That screenshot reminds me of like how in some legal systems they have like the reenactments that like kind of just exist to put the image in your head of the person doing it. And it doesn't really
reinforcing
that yeah, even if they didn't, all it does is just create an image of a guilty person for the public, and it's like, it's fucked up, but That's what you do?
Showmanship, baby. Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend. How touching. As you can see, there is no room for doubt. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman. So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed?
Your Honor, we would like to present Exhibit A, an episode of Unsolved Mysteries with a dramatic reenactment of the crime. Oh my goodness, that's horrible. Guilty. I'm still thinking about that.
It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Cross-examination.
Witness's account.
All right. So I was the idea like this would come. Hold it. How did you know? Why did you know? Why were you waiting on this day?
I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime. Yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted.
With a bow! With a bow! Let's go, Miles!
Given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim. Killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that.
Damn. Damn. Yes! Yeah, that is fucked up to do, but, you know, one turn does not beget another. How does the judge feel about that eye, though?
Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one. Oh, you lost your job.
Would you say it counts as heterochromia? Like she has a dark eye and then the light eye, right? When
They're different, yeah.
Yeah, it is, right? When she flips it over. It's a Sharon Gan, except when you stare into it, you feel full. You feel satisfied and you feel like you had a really good lunch. Suddenly a dream of 72 hours of satisfaction while you're on a cross. Why did he do that? Why did he put him on a cross for 3 days? What the fuck was that about? Even in his fake knot. Anyway, whatever. Laid off. She was fired.
To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless. Very well. You may continue, Miss Starr. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend.
The way they kept using professional certainly sounded like implications of something else. Hold up. This boyfriend, he's the detective? Or shouldn't I say? Should I not get too specific? Reasonable doubt? We option selecting over here? What are we trying to do?
Not that boyfriend, the security guard. That boyfriend? You have several? Yes, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend.
Thob. Or T-Bot. T-Bot. That boyfriend over there.
Care to join?
Whoa!
The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants. I'll stick with the lunches. Thanks. Thanks.
You can get them on a regular basis.
Objection! You're the judge. You can say whatever you want. Note to self, the judge had to think before replying. Good eye, Emma. Good eye. I saw that shit.
The delay. The delayed reaction.
The security guard room in the lot, in A block.
Damn. That means there's a waiting list, too.
It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from there. Oh.
Oh. This is actually a booth overlooking. Okay.
I didn't compute that earlier.
That would be the room with the security sign. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car?
Since I'm a visitor now, I park in B block. So she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. When I sensed something, perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work.
Uh-huh. You sensed something? So you're saying you had a premonition of the murder?
It felt like, how would you say? Oh yes. It was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds. I have no idea what that means.
Speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim, Mr. Bruce Goodman, also a detective?
Yes, well, he was like a young cheese. Young cheese?
Because of his polka-dotted tie?
A pale white cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the streets. A greenhorn. Then I must be hard, yellowed, and sharp as a tack.
You're more of a goat cheese, Your Honor. You're more soft and pliable. Extremely malleable to the surface that it needs to be spread upon.
Yeah, with the odor of a cheese, old cheese to match.
You're kind of a Philadelphia cream cheese, really. You're barely cheese.
In any case, there, in the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car.
Yo, Edgeworth? Hold it! My man has good taste! How dare you? Hold the fuck up. You are not shitting on the Edgemobile.
Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes. Mr. Edgeworth's? Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's. Wasn't it? Indeed, it was.
Prosecutor A committed the crime with Prosecutor B's weapon in Prosecutor B's car. Goddamn. Also, by the way, I hate prosecutors.
You don't say. What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, you were sure it was a defendant? I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I am certain it was her.
Byakugan. If she's telling the truth, we're doomed.
Let's just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick.
Witness, in your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you are a biased witness.
You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie.
Huh? Rookie?
Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. I'll fry you like a fritter, crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. That was inspiring. I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism.
Damn. That head tilt that just screams "Hora!" You know? Yeah. Damn.
I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed.
So, like, is there like a courtroom position in this world for like sister of the perp? Is that like a set little seat that we have?
You may bring one sibling to help your case.
Has to be a younger sibling, and they can sit on the defense's side. Aha!
Oh,
Aha!
a photograph. You took this? The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over, and snap, I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunch boxes is rigged with a camera.
I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck.
Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now?
What the fuck?
You think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again.
Okay. And this confirms our whole thing about the evidence then. Yep. Surprises are allowed and welcome.
My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs. Well, this is most certainly the defendant.
Bloody jacket.
Dirty.
Gloves. A block. Drum barrel.
Trying to look at every detail on the picture.
Yeah, yeah. There's the
skirt from Sheen.
Is it Sheen or Shine? I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Something like that. Hair did. Crime photo added to the court record.
The moment of the crime as photographed by Angel Starr.
Uh-oh. That's unmistakably Lana Skye. And she took it in portrait mode, so she really knew what she was doing. Damn. She planned it and everything. Perfect framing.
So, what was the defendant doing at the time? The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand.
Hold on a second. Okay. Alright, not everything is 3D. Hold up. Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying.
Well, I'd say the blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife after all. Yes, that's about right.
A disappointing 4 inches long, then, Mr. Edgeworth?
Hey, it does the job. All right. It's supposed to cut. It cuts. What's your problem?
It killed that, didn't it? Shit.
Shit. Prosecutors are by nature well versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set.
You can't testify as her ability to kill an egg. I mean, a person. Also, gross.
Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor? So the defendant was holding a knife. What then? Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest.
Hold on. Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. Let's go. Yo. Right? Absolutely. And that echoes all the way to the modern... Well...
You want her to be a hero?
No. No, actually... Yeah, actually, hold up. A knife, literally, you're gonna get...
Yeah.
You approach that and that's true. They say, like... Anyway, I've heard all kinds of crazy things about that before, and I've heard people say, like, run the fuck away from a knife. And, like, if it's a gun and it's pointed at you and you directly in a closed situation, you might as well run towards it. Right? So there's crazy shit like that. But no, Phoenix, that's actually, yeah, you're right. That's bad advice. that's like... That's... Yeah, true. But at the same time, okay. But if you're gonna stand around and film, that's also nuts. Right?
Maybe she was hiding. Maybe she was being, like, secretive about it, hopefully.
Like, if you're running away, for sure. But, like, ooh, portrait mode. Zoom in. Damn.
Professional. World star.
Bento boxes, don't forget, come by the Bento Queen, you know? Or crime happens, flip around to inside camera, holy shit! Flip back over. Come on.
Crazy.
Right, okay. There's a middle ground that we can avoid here between running away and fucking lighting the crime. Holding up a fucking ring light to get a better shot. You did see her raise the knife to strike, no?
The defense has a point. Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late.
There's also, like, a fence in between the two areas, right? Too late.
Yes. The next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon.
I see.
It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it.
Well, not literally. What? Emma. You said that before. Anything else?
Scientifically speaking, Mrs. Starr's testimony is flawless.
Sounds pretty fatal to me.
Uh-oh. What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty?
Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calmer.
Don't smile like that.
Yeah, you gotta have a panicking kid.
Yeah.
Going, ah!
Oh, it's gonna be alright.
Yeah, don't worry.
Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. Oh, we're back at the beginning.
Okay.
You heard it all.
On my way to deliver lunch boxes. Said something, perhaps was my finally he'll detect his intuition. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. The prosecutor's holding a knife in her right hand. Thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest.
Okay.
Your Honor, that statement contradicts no...
Huh? It does. I don't see anything contradictory.
Ah?
Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright.
Okay. Ah! That didn't go so well. Alright.
What's the angle? Four-inch knife. Prosecutors are bad people. Nice stabbing sounds.
Okay, let me just do the first ones again. Give me a second.
Real easy to kill someone if you're a prosecutor. Food delivery service. Where the security is.
The witness's statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor. Damn it.
I'm sorry, but I can see nothing faulty. Unfortunately, I will have to penalize you, Mr. Wright. You thought maybe she might have not been at the right location?
She's on side B. The box is on side A. There's a fence dividing the two.
But she can see through the fence.
She can see through the fence. She can't go through the fence. The direct pathway from this side to this side is not really evident in this.
Was there a door in the fence when we were in the parking lot?
I don't remember seeing one in the screenshots. I remember just seeing fence, and like I thought she was originally like selling from there or something like that, but she said she was on side B, but it was all just like fence from what we could see.
Did it mention like was it Emma that said that she was gonna be a prosecutor and then cross from one lot to the other to buy food from Phoenix?
Oh yeah, something like that. Yeah. But either way, it's not the main point. So, okay.
Felt murder in the air. Oh, that knife is... So that's a nice knife. Chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. What do we got? So she's mentioning the knife. She's mentioning seeing Lana drive the knife down.
Yeah. I mean, the angle I can call into question here, but let's see.
What other info do we have about the murder?
Hold on. ID card left at the scene. One stab, no prints, which was my line of logic with the first rebuff, but it didn't work. You can see her wearing gloves, but like the thought process is
the moment of the crime.
Here, let me just. I was thinking of something before this. She's holding a knife in her right hand. She thrusts the pointy tip of the knife into the victim's chest. Okay. Through the wire fence, I saw her standing next to the car. Is it? Is it the view? No.
No, I think we've established that she can see through the fence.
But the distance and the angle and the yes, there's a fence, but it's also the other particulars of it.
She said she was close, right? Close enough to take that beautiful picture. The moment of the crime as photographed by Angel Star. Just a pointy knife into Detective Goodman's chest.
And you witnessed this? You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with the knife?
As I've already said, yes. I swear it on my finest salmon swirled lunch. I'm sure that is a fine lunch.
But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took at the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Sky not holding a knife? Hint of theme.
Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection.
That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. He hates it. Dude, come on. That's the funnest part of this whole thing. It's why we got into the business to begin with.
Where's the image? Where's the PNG?
What is this flaccid objection, Edgeworth?
Wow, the game didn't even call it out.
That was less than 4 inches, that objection. Barely fucking took up a slice of the text box.
Yet, it was still stronger than your ever-feeble mind, Mr. Wright. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing.
Objection! Objection! And how can you tell that?
Blood spatter.
Huh?
See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat?
See how I yell objection even when I'm not sure? Even when I'm asking a question,
confidence.
you gotta say it with your full chest, Edgeworth. But it's a black and white photograph.
Oh, yes. It's hard to tell, but this could be blood.
Or tempura.
What?
You know, it could be sauce. It could be
teriyaki. You know?
Teriyaki, excuse me, rather. She could have spilled some fucking lunch on her. You could have thrown lunch at her. You have a whole lot of food with you. We don't know.
Lala's like, oh yes, I do recall being attacked. Someone threw a bento lunch at me. I didn't know where it came from. Just went about my business.
Could be oil from the goddamn drum behind her. Could be reaching in the back to do an oil change on Edgeworth's car.
Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here.
No. That's Edgeworth.
Oh, no problem. Except you.
Yeah.
Mr. Wright, are you going to just sit there and take that kind of abuse?
You got a better idea? Objection. Wait, that contradicts what the witness just said in her testimony. Huh? Namely, that she took the picture the moment that she said she witnessed the crime.